Alright, good evening, Twitch. My name's Alloway, and welcome back to God of War Ragnarok. And, let's see where we left off. So, if that way is the way, what is this way? Loot. I approve.
Where to now?
Hey, why can't we just fly over these guys straight to the mat?
You think I want to carry you all that way?
You're strong!
I'm not your pack.
Completely forgot that was an option.
Who looks up to you? I hope you know that.
Don't need a lecture about parenting from you. Just find it.
Oh, this is where I came from. Okay.
Looks like we gotta head through that wall. You
Something
wanna...
I need to do first.
I don't need to see that.
Now we can go.
Yes, apparently even gods can drink to them.
Loki, you really keep trying to... I don't even know what you're trying to do anymore, but you have no idea the kind of shit I've been through.
Right. Half giant, son of a powerful god with impossibly high expectations. How could I ever know what that's like?
Yeah, no. Things like that will make any man fall to drink.
Neat trick. You take this one, kid.
If you say so.
You know,
It'd be great if you stayed out of
I'm
line
not
of
trying
fire.
to do anything. I'm just pointing out we're not that different.
I got no interest in bonding over shared blood.
Yeah. No, I get what Atreus is doing. Trying to build a bridge so that when the time comes, no one has to fight. Through here.
Another wall of ice. Thor, could you...
I do kind of want that hammer.
Okay. I just want to add one more thing. If you can't be yourself, you also might not feel like you can follow your own path. That doesn't sound familiar to you at all?
Yes, I am. Because guess who else might have drinking just a little bit too much before the stream? Oh, isn't that the Ratatoskier summon?
So we've got some similar life experience. What does it matter? Seems stupid to gripe about the things we can't change.
Who says we can't?
Thor sounds like me, a man who's given up on ever making things better. You know what? What the hell am I saving this for? Kind of wish Atreus could have different types of rage things too.
Take care of this one.
Yeah, you say that, then you go ahead and frickin' charge after it yourself. You know,
We're far from Uvaldi's workshop, right?
Far enough.
Yeah, no, I don't think the Thor really is as bad as they make him out to be in the first game. Yeah, I know he's done horrible things, but the drinking, bar fights, you know, it sounds like a man who's, and especially since we know Odin can just bully the shit out of him, force him to do whatever the hell. I'm starting to think Thor is.
Damn it! Ancient!
Again with the griping.
Calling out a problem isn't griping. It's healthy.
Bet you're glad I'm helping so much this time around. You're welcome. I will say the sword's doing work over there. You're lucky she's helping, too.
Damn it, okay. I don't know what else to do with this guy, because... Ah, shit. Oh, of course it's the sword that fucking, yeah. Alright, seriously, Thor, you couldn't be...
I love Hellwalkers. You just blast them apart. Poof. Problem solved. Think, feel.
Huh? The broken man theory seems to be becoming more and more credible. But it is... Now you can sympathize.
Just ahead.
Sympathize with a man, but
This'll be fun.
I don't think that's where we're supposed to go.
So, you said it'd be fun. Here was.
well, whether we're supposed to go or not.
What are you going to say when you see them again? Siphon through it, I mean.
If all father's pleased, it doesn't matter. Look, kid. I don't need you to solve my family problems for me. Just find the mask. Let's get out of here.
Up this way. Looks like there's a path.
One pathway coming up. You enjoying freedom? Out here without Fabio looking over your shoulder.
Well, yeah, I guess. It's different from what I'm used to. In a good way. Looks like we gotta get up that cliff. I think we
No thinking.
It's better when I know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, no, kind of wish the axe could do that.
So, we close?
Maybe. I can check.
Seems we're supposed to go that way, so it's this way. Maybe it's because I've been ignoring Atreus' what's skills that this is getting a little bit harder.
This one's yours.
What's this way? Oh! Cliff into my death. Yeah, no. Going this way indeed.
Thor, I hope everything goes okay when you see Sif and Thud again.
Well, hoping's better than thinking. It's a start.
Giving me a lot more hack silver than before.
It's here.
Oh boy.
Gotcha.
Phew. That was close. Thanks, Thor.
Wasn't about to lose that man.
Loki, you did it. We are on the verge of great things. All of our work together.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why?
His father murdered Heimdall. Forseti has proof. Take him.
No. Leave him alone. I command it.
You said no more Aesir blood would be spilled. You said family comes first. You don't think that this is retribution for him being here? He's put your granddaughter in danger. He's made your son miserable.
Loki didn't kill Heimdall. His father did. Your daughter is old enough to make her own mistakes. And your husband started drinking again, all on his own. Dismissed! You two, a word.
Can't you see what's happening? He's not protecting us. Magni, Modi, our boys. We used to tell them stories by the fire. Do you remember? We would carve those wooden horses. We would play and laugh until the sun sank and they fell asleep in our laps. They were thrown at the Allfather's problems like brittle knives to a mountain face. And for what? What if Thrud's next?
You kill my son. Sleep in their beds. Turn my father against me. My daughter.
I have no idea what's happening.
You know, I finally thought of something I can teach you.
Hey,
you.
stand down! Sindri better be right. Where you? Sindri. Ugh. You sure know how to plan an exit.
Atreus.
Glad you're safe, lad.
Got out just in time. Pretty sure I burned my bridges in Asgard, though. Wait, why were you out here?
Sindri told us where you would arrive should you find trouble.
Oh, thought you might have been exploring without me.
No, lad. Your dad was just concerned. Though, now that you mention it...
Lemire.
Brother, please. It's all so crowded and tense back home. Don't you miss the three of us out finding our own adventures?
Putting off the inevitable.
Exactly.
It's not the worst idea. I do want to show everyone the mask, but it'll keep.
Let's make a good point. Let's look at what manner of sidetracked I can do. Yeah. That. Yeah, no, I'll wait till shit starts getting that much harder. Let's go.
Back, everybody!
Hey, you made it.
I'll get Tyr. Join us at the table if you're ready to stay.
See? I told you the key would get him home.
Because you tapped it with a hammer. Dwarven magic makes no sense.
Right? Luna one time made me a breastplate out of dog barks.
You're
I
back.
still can't figure that one out.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just hope unlocking this thing was worth the cost.
You have it. What did it show you?
I didn't get to use it. They found out about Heimdall. I had to run. But at least Odin can't use it either.
But if you didn't get any answers from the mask, all you've done is steal Odin's greatest treasure. Just after your father's killed his most loyal ally. None of us are safe. Even here.
So we have no choice. We find Surtur, sound Galahorn, and bring Odin to justice. Now.
You'd incinerate every soul in Asgard and call it self-defense?
Does he ever suggest plans or just crap on everyone else's?
The obvious plan is staring you in the face. We don't need Odin to use this. We can slip into Asgard and do it ourselves, right under his nose. We gain the knowledge we need to shatter this prophecy of war once and for all.
Except begging your pardon, you don't have a way into Asgard.
They got the big horn, don't they?
Oh, so you expect them to sneak into Asgard, blowing a horn that sounds across all the realms?
I expect you to bite my blue butt cheek.
Please, just think about it.
Oh boy. Alright.
This mask. The easy answers that it promises. I know this. Shortcuts always have a price. Atreus, you have carried it. What do you think?
I think it's a chance. At worst, we'll have something Odin wants as leverage. At best, if it really gives us all the answers, then we can make our own path. Nobody has to die.
Grand. Now all we need's a way to Asgard.
I know I've been a burden to you all. I know you've questioned why you even pulled me out of that hole. I have too. But it's clear now. This is what I'm needed for. This is my purpose. One last time, I will pick up my spear and I will lead us to Asgard.
Excuse me, but if you got a way to Asgard, where's that idea been this whole fucking while? That's rather a fair question, brother.
You withheld Asgard.
You would have gotten us all killed. And we needed to give Loki time to find his destiny. Here it is. It's all led to this.
If we can get inside, I'm going after Odin.
I will not stop you. We can do both.
Spot on, brother. If the mask doesn't give us an out, we'll still have the drop on him.
Works for me.
Let's do it then. And quickly, before he sees us coming.
He does hate surprises.
Slow down, you damn spruce. I still want to hear the details on this, new way to Asgard you got. Spill it!
It's an ancient path. We can't reach it from here.
Where then?
Let me collect my things and I'll show you.
You ain't got no things. And where you going with that mask, Brock? That belongs to the kid. He earned it. All you done was make passable dirt soup.
Brock, it's okay.
No, it ain't. This ain't right. All the pieces ain't welding together true. Like, what's with him calling you Loki anyway? You know that ain't his name. Hey! I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
All the things.
Odin.
Let go of the boy and face me!
Tell your brother to throw me the mask and you've got a deal.
Stop moving.
Freya?
If he dies,
Now. Wasn't part of the plan, but if he dies, we are square for Heimdall. And honestly, you got a bargain.
I will kill you. Plan on that.
Mm-hmm. So nice spending time with you again.
Freya, please.
Can't be in two places at once, Frig. Hey! I don't move, you don't move. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I regret many things. Killing you will not be one of them. Release my son!
I'm in control! Here!
Are you?
Throw me the mask! Now!
Too bad, son. Looks like war after all.
Please, you have to save him. You have to. He can't. You can't. Maybe if I go back to the lake. Stop it. I know what you've done. And I forgive you. He got his job. He gotta let go. Bro.
This whole time?
So, what do we do now?
Now we kill Odin. And anyone who gets in our way.
Truth. Come.
What? Where?
It does not matter.
Where are you going?
We are done.
You can't run away from this, Kratos. Odin won't stop until we stop him. We need you here.
Wait, do I have it? I don't have. I can't even turn the camera around. Man, this whole time Odin was spying on. I mean, I guess I should have recognized the voice actor or something, but.
Father, where are we going?
Oh.
God damn.
Father, can we? I want to go hunting.
I will follow.
We are with you, Atreus.
What do we hunt?
Deer.
Which way we headed, lad?
In the direction of deer.
You know, under different circumstances that might be slightly comedic, but... Damn. Bet he's feeling guilty as hell right now. And... Brock didn't deserve to go out like that, but the dude basically just saved us from making a huge mistake.
Do you wish to speak of what happened?
I think I heard something. This way.
He just needs space.
Here. Tracks. They're leading that way.
Atreus, violence changes us. You are not weak to feel its effects.
We're all feeling its effects.
We're heading the right way. There's broken branches over there. Come on. I keep seeing it. The knife, Brock, Sindri's face.
Son.
There it is.
Just like old times.
Elbow up. Accuracy over speed.
Am I supposed to...
Why? That was running.
And so are we.
I don't understand.
When an animal is wounded, it must stop the bleeding, or it will die. We have been wounded. And this is a distraction.
It's my fault.
No.
We should find Sindri. I have a pretty good idea where he might be.
Lead.
Is it okay if we take the sleds? I need to think about what I'm gonna say to him.
Of course.
Yeah. Sindri is done.
Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of my mistakes.
Our actions have consequences. To be reminded of them is not punishment.
Feels like it.
But if Odin was Tyr this whole time...
If I had just...
Seen through a deception that fooled us all. Stopped an attack you could not predict. There is no if, Atreus.
Your father's right. There are things even gods cannot control.
Yeah. Dude, even this part is hitting me hard. And I sympathize with Atreus the most because...
Anna, Becky.
I've made mistakes in my time. The only person who is really torturing me for is probably myself.
Come.
Of course, my mistakes aren't as bad as what,
Here's Temple. That's where we're headed. Mimir, is there a chance that we could bring Brock back? Sindri did it once. Maybe we could figure out a way to do it again.
I'm afraid not, little brother. When a soul missing its full gear, its direction, like Brock's, leaves its corporeal form, well, it can't reach the Lake of Souls. He's not only dead, he's been denied an afterlife. There's nothing to bring back.
It's really gone.
Atreus, if there was anything we could do, I promise you, we'd be doing it.
I know. It was stupid of me to hope in the first place.
of course Mimir knew. They're really...
Just when the lake was still water. I feel like I want to get on a boat and just sail away from here. From everything.
You cannot sail away from your mistakes. It is impossible to forget them. I have tried.
Aye. He'll follow you no matter where you go, little brother.
If you want to sail, do it toward somewhere.
The lift at the end of the bridge should still work. We can get up to the temple that way.
Now's not the time for exploration, brother.
Man, this is the second time a big game has turned around and killed off a character I liked.
Atreus, what makes you so sure Sindri will be here?
It's where he and Brock reunited. Reforging something that broke. He'll be here. Sindri? Sindri, I'm so sorry.
No. No, I don't want to hear it. You don't know what sorry means.
We're not letting Odin get away with this.
Would that be the Odin you invited into my home?
We were all fooled.
But some of us were bigger fools than others. Aren't we? I gave you everything. My skills. My friendship. My home. My secrets. My treasures. And you just kept taking. And now what have I got? Not even my family. If you want sorry, this is what sorry looks like.
What can we do?
We. There is no we. There's only you. No matter what the cost. So what you can do is get the fuck out of my sight.
Come, Atreus. Leave it be. Mourn how you wish.
I thought we were his family too.
We were.
There's no making this right, is there?
No. But I know I'll feel better when we brought Odin to justice.
Justice. Justice is not what we seek. It is vengeance. Every path I walk leads back to vengeance.
Maybe that's all we have left.
We must return to Freya.
When we get back, we really are going to war.
It has come to that. Yes.
When we were back in Svartalfheim, looking for Tyr, this isn't what I wanted. This wasn't what I meant. Not if it meant losing Brock.
We know, Atreus. We know.
We really took everything from Sindri.
Don't take to heart words said in grief, Atreus. No matter how spot on they feel.
I know we should go see Freya, but I wouldn't mind staying here in Midgard for a little while.
Aye. A few last adventures to take our minds off the state of, well, everything.
What's left to do? There's a lot of things left to do, actually. No. I'm not gonna do that to myself. Developers of Forbidden West, when... after what they did, they gave you... they kind of... they frickin'... they paced the story and they gave you certain things. You didn't have time to feel for a character or build up. build up the resentment you should feel when you take the bastard down who did it. I'm gonna see where the story goes.
Are we even sure Freya will still be at the house?
Don't see why not. Odin's back door in was also his way out. Without the blasted raven apparently hiding in the broom closet, the house should be secure.
And she will not turn away allies in her vengeance.
Aye, it's all our vengeance now. And no more fake Tyr to twist our minds around. Oh, what a mockery he made of Tyr's desire for peace. And mine.
Yeah.
You're back. Are you with us? Good. It's time.
Time for what, dare I ask?
Time to unite the realms against Odin once and for all.
Tyr tried to unite the realms. The real Tyr. Everyone loved him. And even he failed.
Then we better not fail, or there will be no one left to try. This is Ragnarok.
And Odin's already heard every blasted plan we have.
Yes, we've lost the element of surprise. More than that, we have only one way to Asgard, and it's not subtle.
Yellow one.
It means we enter from Tyr's temple, here. Asgard's wall is here. Odin's host of Einherjar will hold the space in between.
Which means we need armies of our own.
As many as will answer the call. Numbers Odin won't see coming.
And that's just to reach the wall. To breach the wall, we'll need to find Surtur.
Ratatoskr was able to procure this.
The three of us will go.
I know just where to look.
Splendid. Allies, then. Who do we think we can get?
I'll venture to Helheim. Try to recruit the army of the dead.
I'll return to Alfheim to unite the elves.
Just like that. Unite the elves after centuries of war.
Well, they really like me in Alfheim.
And you? To Valheim.
Yes. To find Sigrun and muster the free Valkyries.
Midgard has no army.
Nor Niflheim, nor Jotunheim.
That leaves only Svartalfheim.
I'll go to Svartalfheim.
Sindri? Are you sure?
I said I'll go.
So be it. Good luck to us all.
Off to Muspelheim to find the last fire giant. I almost envy everyone else's impossible mission.
Wait a minute. Muspelheim? Wait. Weren't we... I guess they give you the Muspelheim key in case you haven't found it through side exploration.
You said you know where to look for Surtur.
Yeah. I unlocked the secrets in his shrine when I was in Muspelheim with Thor.
Thor?
Don't worry. He didn't see me go in.
That was not my worry.
Now look. When we find Surtur, we'll have to convince him to combine with his wife, Sinmara.
Combine?
Yeah. When the two of them, join, they'll create an enormous Asgard-destroying monster.
Oh my.
That... Okay.
Apologies. I have some doubts regarding negotiations with Rossfelder in Helheim. My thinking is that she may be more amenable to speaking with a member of the, deceased. Mimir, you're needed.
Oh, death is a skill now. I suppose these two can survive a bit without me. Brother, you wouldn't mind?
Very well.
Many thanks. We'll catch up with you later.
Oh, joy.
Hey, I think I can see Surtur's forge in the distance.
And I'm guessing it's too late to go for... Yeah. I guess it's too late. For sure, that's... Gotta be sure.
Surtur's wife. Where is she?
Niflheim. Hey. If we head down towards that tower, we might be able to see the forge. Heads up! Look out! Stop bifrosted! Bifrosted the word? I wonder if they saw their prophecy and decided to isolate themselves in their home realms to fight it.
Understandable.
Hopefully they'll understand why Ragnarok needs to happen.
Yeah.
How come? Look, over there.
This used to be one of the old challenges.
Right side, incoming! Gotta move!
Yeah.
I think the forge might be past this lava fall.
You know this.
A hunch. When I was here before, I got a pretty good feel for the layout. We need to be ready for Surtur, in case he doesn't want to help us.
Ready.
Prophecy says he and Sinmara join, but who knows how they're gonna feel about it now.
You would try to force these primordial beings into submission.
Well, I don't know. We can't win this war without them, right? We gotta be close. I can hear the forge.
Alright, well there's a Nornir chest. This is gonna hurt me if I stand up. I can't even. Okay. So plan. What would be the plan?
Welcome.
Oh, of course. Why would that work? Wait. That was something... I feel like it's something painfully obvious. I mean, wait.
Welcome.
I can have 4 arrows now, right?
Welcome.
Nope, don't see it.
Something ahead. Be ready.
It's a phantom. Try hitting it when it glows. He's done it. You gotta take out these springs. Now's our chance. Towards we! Hurry! One of its runic springs must be hidden. Those pillars look weak. Maybe there's a spring there. Finally! Looks like we can finish it off.
Finish it off, we will do.
Nice job. I'm really sweaty.
Let us find Surtur.
Okay.
Where's the broken gate? I think we're close.
It ain't through here, that's for damn sure. Oh, that certainly wasn't the answer. Okay, that ain't the answer. What the hell else can I do? I'm not about to have to look this shit up, am I? Something I can take down? No, I thought that was gonna do something. Right. Got my phone. Google it. Where is my phone? Oh, tell me I didn't leave my phone downstairs. I might have. Fine. I have my laptop. I can use it with my laptop. Yeah. I am an idiot. Fucking naturally, of course. Okay. we freaking go. See, I had that in the back of my mind. I just couldn't remember how to make it work. Alright, now that's all said and done. It's the first time in this whole game I have to look something up. Anyway.
That's gotta be him.
We will ask.
The way Kratos can just rig a knot like that, man. What action, man.
Hello? Surtur? Well, either it isn't him, or he's ignoring us. Come on.
Oh.
Hello?
We seek a fire giant.
Go away.
What just happened? Hey, that wasn't...
We deal with these first.
Draugr on the left! Another one?
Focus! He is the guardian of this realm. It is his right to defend it.
You're on fire! But you probably already know that.
Just take down the big targets one at a frickin' time. Aren't you glad I upgraded my shit before we did this? Yeah.
Agent son! Now you take!
Well, that was easy.
Man, if that is Surtur, he's got a lot to answer for.
As you said, we need him.
You gonna put this guy under or something? Meld his souls?
I won't help you.
Who are you?
Who you seek, and what's left of him.
Why won't you help us?
I don't want to.
Elaborate.
We'll die.
Right. Because you've got so much to live for.
Not me. Her.
So what's the point of all this? You keep separate from Sinmara just so you can sit here and wait to die? At least if you joined with her, you'd be together again.
We are together. Got her heart. She's got mine. It's not much, but it's enough.
But you're not even...
Have you ever been in love? It's pretty good.
And Odin will succeed. And all realms save Asgard will fall.
Yeah, he must die. It's true. But I won't sacrifice her any more than you would him. Sorry.
Come.
Wait. Those blades. May I see them? Yeah, there's primordial fire in those.
They are not of these lands.
Shouldn't matter. Yeah, that could work.
What could?
Put those in here, and I'll become your monster. But I don't want her involved at all.
But the prophecy says you two have to combine. Sure this'll work?
What have I got to live for? Not here. Follow me.
Guess giants don't have to worry about infections. But then again, this man lives in a land of ash.
Where do we go?
Spark of the world.
Which is...
Place where Niflheim and Muspelheim meet. Where the first realms came into existence. You won't be able to get through this, huh?
Surtur?
Still me. Better than walking.
What awaits us at this spark of the world?
Magic, primordial stuff. With that and your blades and my heart, we'll be good. I'll get big, smash stuff. You'll like it.
But what'll happen when you change?
Dunno. Won't be me anymore.
But how will you, or, future new you, know when to attack Asgard?
You got the horn, right?
Yeah?
Then we're good.
Makes a fair point.
Surtur, were you... the beginning of everything?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Well. So, here it is. The spark of the world.
This is... beautiful.
I'll meet you across.
This feels too easy. Odin knows we have Yellowhorn. He knows you have the mask. After killing Brock, he knows we would seek Surtur to start this war.
But what other choice do we have?
None. He knows that too.
There's an ambush somewhere.
Aren't you the ones in a hurry?
I am slightly concerned that they are just throwing health and rage stones at me.
This is it.
I don't have
What
any
about
revives.
Sinmara? Should we at least tell her?
No. It'd hurt her too much.
More than not knowing what happened to you?
Sometimes loving someone is about choosing the lesser pain.
That doesn't make any sense.
Promise you'll stay away from her.
You have our word.
Surtur, is stabbing you with the blades gonna be enough to create this new you?
Sinmara's heart is cold. So beautifully cold. Your dad's now got my fire in those blades. If With enough of me and the spark's fire, go into enough of her, it should work.
Okay.
Come here. Blades. Move! This'll hurt. Now, for the really painful part. My fire, her heart. Combine them, you get Ragnarok. It's time.
Was that supposed to happen?
How long do you think this is gonna take? Odin must have sent them! Changing arrows!
Great. Why are you so much easier to parry than the first Valkyries? No. Don't think I can parry that. Oh shit. Ah, yeah, no shit. Rip those fucking wings. Oh no.
Get away from him!
Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's one. This is a sick shot, too.
Did it work? Sorter! Are you there? Father! Oh! Whoa! Will you help us attack Asgard? Great! Hear that? All we have to do is call him with Gjallarhorn when we're ready. Let's head back to Muspelheim. We can take the Mystic Gateway back from there. It worked. I can't believe it. We've got Ragnarok on our side. Sorter's plan just worked. I mean, the Valkyries were a small setback, but I bet we've got Odin worried now. He knows we're coming for him.
We'll find out. You know, the irony would be if...
Think about it. We're gonna show up to Asgard, and Ragnarok's gonna come in and wreck everything. Odin won't stand a chance. We're gonna win. Groa was right.
Groa failed to predict what we would sacrifice in return.
Maybe she could only see the big stuff. This is gonna work, right?
It must.
Certainly paid the price.
Ragnarok's strength grows.
Hey, check out that cliff. Earthquake must have shook this place up enough to make a ledge.
More of Odin's forces.
Trying to finish the job is not where he started. Got some Bifrost on you. Be careful.
Not worried. Why are you worried? Boy, we just took down. A bunch of Valkyries. Why are you worried?
On your left.
There will be more.
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah, no, the original Valkyries were a bit of a tougher
So,
fight.
you fought in a lot of wars, right? You've never had anything like Ragnarok on your side?
I have. And the creature does not guarantee our victory.
Right.
Yeah. Climbed Mount Olympus with the Titans carrying him, literally.
Another earthquake. This whole place is gonna fall apart if those keep happening. Father, the Einherjar aren't gonna stop attacking anytime soon. We need to get back.
Indeed we do, boy.
You're quiet. I mean, you're always quiet, but this feels different.
I had hoped my days of ceaseless battles were over. I had hoped to never see my son go to war.
That's fair.
Got some bypass on you. Be careful. Hey, these guys are up.
Ragnarok is here. They know what that means for Asgard.
I really hope there's a new game plus.
Before anything else shows up. The gate is just through this crack in the rocks when you're ready. Father, I know we're doing the right thing. Ragnarok has to happen.
The price we and others paid for this war is high. It will only get higher.
It'll be worth it.
Will it? Sounds like a politician.
How did it go? And yes, my usefulness to a certain Vanir numpty did run out.
Ragnarok awaits our call.
As do the armies of hell. Thanks mostly to me. It seems war is upon us at last. Where to now, brother? We've some time before we're expected at the temple.
This could be our last chance, Father. Is there anything you want to finish up?
Is this hints? Are these hints that I'm getting? I'm gonna at least see if I can upgrade my gear while I'm there.
Oh, hey. I had a feeling you might pop in here. You know everybody's meeting in Midgard, right?
Yeah, I know.
I knew he'd left something behind.
Hey, y'all. I just wanted you to know if you need anything at all, I'll be around. Either here or at Brock and Zidri's old shops. Yeah, I know we're all busted up inside today, but, you know, I, for one, like to keep busy. You need it? I got it. Time to cleave some heads.
I regret that I wasn't able to fully upgrade all of my gear before doing this.
Angry knives. Ought to make Odin's spear look like a toothpick.
Yeah.
We heading out?
This is what we have to do now. Succeed or fail on my own merit.
Well, this is it then. The beginning of the end.
The end for Odin. And after that, a new beginning for the rest of us.
Atreus.
I know. I'm just looking forward to seeing all the realms finally standing up to him. Elves and dwarves and hell itself.
You are so certain they will unite?
They have to. After everything they've been through. They have to. Don't they?
Yeah, but who's to say they're not already broken?
Anything in Midgard you want to do? You know, while we still can.
Freya and the others are still making preparations for the attack, so there's time.
No. We do this now or never.
Brock's riddle. Could the answer be nothing?
What gets bigger the more you take away? Nothing. I don't think so, brother.
I do not like riddles.
Okay. Ready when you are. All the armies are probably gathered in their home realms, waiting for when we blow Gallarhorn. Guess I was kind of hoping to see some of them here.
When all the realm towers open at once, we'll see plenty, lad. Odin won't believe what's coming for him.
No. Odin had lifetimes to prepare for this. Whatever Groa's deception, he heard the truth as Tyr. Do not underestimate him.
Rousing speech, brother. Very inspirational.
Wow. The Valkyries look different.
Welcome back. Hildisfini informed me of your success. We've been planning accordingly.
Well, what would Ragnarok be without Ragnarok?
Who else agreed to join us? I see the Valkyries.
Better than that. They are reborn. Corporeal and uncorrupted, thanks to no small amount of Vanir magic. They're shield maidens now.
Nice.
And your brother?
He came through. The elves called a truce to unite against Asgard. That gives us an advantage by air, and with Hell's army for a vanguard.
What about Sindri? Will the dwarves fight?
We haven't heard from him. But there's time yet. And I think we have what we need to clear a path for the Ragnarok beast.
Well, when you say it like that, why worry at all? Sigrun, it's good to see you so... alive.
Oh, yes. I wasn't myself when last we met. I'm glad you're safe. My queen, the Shield Maidens will be divided among the forces breaching from Alfheim, Helheim, and here in Midgard. We stand ready. Kratos, Atreus, Mimir, please excuse me.
Oh. Good night, then.
Freya, have you determined our path out of Asgard?
If the towers are the way in, we count on them being the way out.
And if they are not?
Then we all know what we signed up for. Our plan is only missing one thing. A leader.
That honor is yours. You have a righteous claim, and the respect of your troops. And you have faced this enemy before.
I held his invading army to a stalemate. This is our invasion, a siege on his terrain. I want our most experienced wartime general in the field. I don't care about the honors, I don't care about the prophecies and champions. I just need us to win.
Freya.
I know what I'm asking. Just... sleep on it? Here we are. Kratos, your tent is to the right, and Atreus, yours is to the left.
Mine?
A young warrior needs his own space, don't you think?
I do. Wow. Thanks.
Sleep on what we spoke of. Let me know in the morning what you decide.
Is this where the arbitrary you cannot turn back after this comes in?
Excuse me. May I have a moment with Mimir? I don't know what tomorrow brings, but if tonight is our last night, I'd like to spend it feeling something besides hate. Will you tell me one last silly story?
There's nothing I'd like more. Except perhaps a dance. Though I may have lost a step. Due respect, love, I don't tell silly stories.
You only tell silly stories.
I could never argue with you.
All Odin would have to do, well, all Odin would have to do is send one raven, grab that horn, dip.
Can I sleep here tonight?
You must quiet your mind.
I can't.
Then, fine. You tell me a story.
If I fall asleep, promise you'll finish it tomorrow?
Of course. Now, close your eyes. There was an old man who chopped wood for his village. Every evening he bore the logs on his back and delivered them to his people. But the logs were heavy, and he grew weaker as time went. And one day, he threw down the logs as he could no longer bear their weight. And he called for death to come to him. And when death arrived,
Wonder if Kratos was telling his own story.
He's the only one who ever got my highbrow sense of humor. Damn fine woman she was. Apart from her taste in men, of course.
She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people.
She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
Does my request upset you? Death is a natural part of life, my love. I wish only to be prepared for when my time comes. We mortals must do such things. I am glad to have you prepare with me. You are quiet?
I have nothing to say.
Well, say something. I enjoy hearing your voice.
the funeral pyre. I would have chosen different.
Oh?
In my land, we entomb our loved ones.
You would have me trapped in the ground for eternity.
I would have you close to me.
How touching. My rotting corpse would bring you such comfort. You once tried to take charge of your ending, did you know?
That was different.
Circumstance, yes. But not on purpose.
You prepare for a distant future. There is much time ahead of us.
I wish to better a future that will exist without me. Whenever that day comes. For you. And for our son. We will always walk together, Kratos. You will always be a part of me. I will always be a part of you.
When you are gone, that part of me dies as well. To feel your absence.
Culmination of love is grief. And yet we love, despite the inevitable. We open our hearts to it. When the pyre is spent, and you have gathered my ashes, spread them from the highest peak in all the realms. You will do this for me. To grieve deeply is to have loved fully. Open your heart to the world as you have opened it to me, and you will find every reason to keep living in it.
What's going on?
It is time.
I'll meet you outside, Father. Sir.
Kind of miss when Kratos would draw his blades from the top, both from the top, but then now that his axe is there, I can see why it would change it.
need to. But not as your queen. As sisters. Are you ready?
Yes. I will be your general.
It will be an honor to fight alongside you, General.
Aye, brother. I'll be right by your side. So, what are your orders?
To the temple.
Hey, General Kratos! I got something you're gonna want before you go to war.
You have seen Sindri.
Yeah. He ain't in a good place right now. But who is?
I'm sorry, Lunda. I know you and Brock...
Just tell me you're gonna get Odin. Tell me, whatever it takes, you're not letting that bastard walk away from this.
You will not.
Damn right. And if in the process you happen to tear him a bucket load of new holes in places he don't want them, I'll be rightly obliged.
Thank you, Lunda.
Ah, yeah, big softy. You can thank me after, if we all come through the other end of this.
I will.
You might as well. I'm not gonna wear it, but appreciate the gesture nonetheless.
Better get that armor nice and bloody.
I actually have I think I would have everything I need to fully upgrade this too. Let's see where this goes. Time to check all my gear.
See, you got some of Freyr's gifts from the elf. I wouldn't mind having them.
her shield. I just really wish I knew how.
And a little one?
Just wish I knew where all these things were. I wish I can carry another one.
What's a tiny feller need? Accessorizing is so important.
Probably could have been a higher level for this, but now or never, Odin.
General.
Sir?
General?
General?
Sir.
Hey, bud. General.
I came to these lands to escape my past, to start a new life. I can hide no longer. I do not want this war. We have suffered enough. Prophecy did not lead us here, nor will it win this battle. Wars are won by those that are willing to sacrifice everything. If that is the cost of vengeance, so be it.
Odin has taken so much from us already. The realms have suffered enough. No matter the cost. This ends today.
If going out in a blaze of glory means that Odin burns too, that's where I'll be. A big, fat smile on my face.
For Brock.
Whoever wrote the score for this needs to get a raise.
Ready yourselves.
Where's Surtur?
Yeah! Yeah!
The Muspelheim Tower has fallen.
And if Odin goes after Niflheim next,
They're trying to shut out Ragnarok.
we gotta stop those war machines.
I know that hammer.
Not an ideal start.
don't have time.
I know. Just wait.
Ingrid!
Well, we got work to do.
You three, follow. Atreus. Freya, with me. Watch our flanks. To the war machines.
Let's go!
This way!
No retreat! No surrender! Give me victory or give me death!
On your right!
Keep moving!
Deep Black Tower's not looking so good.
There's still time. We have to. No!
Angrboda! I knew you'd show up!
Catch him later!
What's the next plan, brother?
We have no other plan. Our focus remains on the war machines.
We should head to the flaw behind the Asgard Tower. Without Ragnarok, it's our only chance to break through the wall.
Creature's flaw! He said only Surtur knew how to use it!
Let's pray as wrong. The Alpha!
Behind you!
Enemies on the left!
The war machines. We use them to breach the claw. Strike the city with our allies.
Sounds desperate.
Good. Desperation is our advantage.
Would have prepared a realm-destroying fire giant, but I suppose desperation is better than nothing.
True.
Was that? It was. Odin's new Valkyrie queen is Gná.
I would think so. Then we must hurry.
I remember fighting you. I fight like the Spartans of Thermopylae. Spear and shield. It would be cool to see Kratos put on like a Spartan helm, but at the same time I wouldn't. It's not his typical costume. So.
Up here.
Jormungandr!
A welcome sight, but he didn't follow us from Midgard. Curious. You'll keep Thor busy at least.
Yeah.
Shield fight now.
Oh my god, I thought those were Einherjar. I thought they were light elves.
Moving!
At least that army is already dead!
We're getting nowhere! The Angel will return from Valhalla as quickly as we kill them!
There goes the Alpine reinforcements!
We are running out of armies.
Looks like the giant giants made it after all.
Snake looks different.
He is different. But when I was away, never mind, later.
The Einherjar's link to Valhalla. My sisters and I must sever it.
Go.
Still no sign of the dwarves.
Sindri won't let us down. We have to trust him.
Rally all you can. We will make for this Svartalfheim tower.
They're gonna come through with like the biggest, baddest machines they were working on.
How are we gonna breach the wall without Ragnarok?
They war machines.
Oh, so we're pretty desperate, huh? Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
You say dragon?
Why isn't he here? That killer is standing off the fleet. Agrabah! No! That Valkyrie falls us to the realm there.
Your friend.
She'll be fine. We got more important things to worry about. Even if we can breach the wall.
Perhaps it is better this way.
Better for who? The dwarves are here! Way to go, Sindri! It's just Sindri!
I know, I'm late.
Where is your army?
No more dwarves are dying for this.
Sin,
Save it! Odin forced them to build those war machines. And I'm here to tear them down.
Before you break them, we must turn them on the floor.
Fine. Leave it to the dwarves to clean up after the
Goddamn, Sindri. But am I the only one who appreciates the fact that the score for this is somber? Not really somber, but it's not dramatic either.
About bloody time he showed up.
You don't get to use us anymore. More or less what you wanted.
I didn't want this. No. Close your heart to it. Close your heart.
Who are they?
Midgardians. Odin took them in. They shouldn't be here. They're not soldiers.
Odin put them in our path to die.
It's war. Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything.
All the lessons a Spartan should know.
What are you doing?
Son, listen closely. You feel their pain because that is who you are. And you must never sacrifice that. Never. Not for anyone. I was wrong, Atreus. I was wrong. Open your heart. Open your heart to their suffering. That is your mother's wish. And mine as well. Today's. Today, we will be better.
But what can we do?
See the size of that thing? I think we're gonna win. I mean, if they don't kill us first.
Why have you stopped? Ragnarok is here. We finally have Odin right where we...
We will stop Odin. But we did not come to sacrifice the innocent. We will breach the wall at Hrimthur's Flaw.
With what army?
Atreus and I will be enough.
That's suicide.
It may be. But we will die seeking justice, not vengeance. Can that weapon break open the flaw?
Only one way to find out.
You three. Get those people to safety wherever you can find it.
We will see it done.
Freya and I will do what we can to slow Ragnarok.
He was not mindless before. See if he will listen to reason. Odin will not get away.
If he does, so help me.
I know.
Valky!
No! No! Protect him! I will help those that are trapped. And meet you at the wall. Go! Go, Atreus!
Sentry, be careful and stay behind me!
You be careful. I'm here to fight.
Can I just say?
No, you can't. Shut up and fight.
Sentry! Can't let it control me.
Oh yeah, you better fucking run.
want to thank you?
No, I just want...
I don't care what you want. This changes nothing.
God damn, Sindri. But you know what? I don't blame you.
You really had me believing you that we didn't have to be enemies.
Dude, you're okay.
My mom was right about you all along. You're a killer just like your father, and you're here to kill us all.
No, just Odin. Sindri, go! She's a friend.
Friends don't bring the end of the world to each other's doorstep, Loki!
You're right. You're right. I made some bad decisions.
You do that a lot. I'm not sure that's a defense.
It's not a defense. I just want to make it right. Is Skilder okay? Have you seen him?
Why wouldn't he be? What are you talking about?
Odin is willing to sacrifice the Midgardians. He put them along the wall to try and deter us, knowing they can't fight. Their deaths are just meant to slow us down.
Why would he do that? And how am I supposed to believe you?
Because he's right. It's who Odin is. It's who he's always been.
Mom, why are you here? What?
He'll sacrifice anyone had a problem with him. The Midgardians. Your friend. Our family, any of us. I'd hoped that your father would stand up to him, but now it has to be you.
Mom, what are you saying?
I never doubted that you would make the finest Valkyrie these realms have ever seen. But not for him. Do you understand?
But our family.
Without Odin, we can be one again. A real one. What he's doing is wrong.
He said if we held our ground, we'd be safe. He said we owed him.
You don't owe him your death.
No shit.
Dad will never let them get their grandfather.
Then go with him. He'll listen to you. Are you ready to go find the rest of your people?
Yeah.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Finally. Shoot it. Go!
Well done, son. Well done. Who is the girl?
Hi! Through Thor's
Your daughter!
My friend!
You know, it took me a while to realize that it probably meant Thor's daughter.
Fight well.
My dad taught me.
That much is clear.
Yeah, well, thanks. Sorry.
I know.
Watch out!
Careful, brother. You're covered in Bifrost.
You know what? Someone needs a rock.
What's going on? I thought Ragnarok was supposed to help us.
The creature is not whole. What remains is incomplete and cannot fulfill its purpose.
Wait, where'd Sentry go?
He has done his part. The rest is on us.
He's about to throw his life away for fucking I'll try and get Odin. You can see it now. Which way is the way? Yeah, the music isn't like, it isn't epic, it's not like Battlefield. It's not triumphant like, this isn't a righteous fight. I think it's supposed to convey the realization that for everybody threw to prevent this from happening. When you look around to see how futile it was, you're gonna feel something. You're gonna see the cost. Everyone is going to feel it.
The Great Lodge. That's where we gotta go.
Yeah. You didn't want to listen? That may not be our biggest problem right now.
Commander!
Get back to your sister. You must hold back Ragnarok. This fight is mine.
But if I could just...
Take Atreus and the mask and do not look back. My son trusts you, so I trust you. Get away from her! I am done with you and your son! No more fucking
I'm allowed to kill you.
We do not need to do this. We do. It's what we are.
Won't be enough.
Thor, the last you think you've changed. Prove it and show this.
Talking's over. Fight and die.
That's it?
I'm only using my axe.
Come on!
I don't even know why I'm using my axe.
I can take it. Can you?
You're what the All-Father made you. You can choose to...
You all!
Thor, think for yourself alone. Your family's falling apart.
Don't act like you know me.
Alright, I've got the blades this time.
You attack my daughter!
No! I did not...
You bring this to my home! To my family!
You ain't a...
One of us dies today! Still won't be me!
Thor, this isn't what Thru's...
Keep her name out of your damn mouth! Everything was fine before Loki showed up! He almost convinced me!
Yeah, and then that bitch of a wife of yours, I can't say that, but...
I've been believing things could change!
Nasty hit. You all right, brother?
Listen to me! You have nothing I want to hear!
Then so be it.
Come on!
What are you waiting for? Your daughter. My son calls her friend. If you try to hurt her... I would not. Don't you know what I've done? Yes! But what will you do now? We don't change. Or destroy us. No more. No more. better.
Why isn't he dead? Are you talking? Who told you to do that? You don't talk. You don't think. I think, you kill. It's a simple fucking concept.
Sif was right about you. I just didn't want to see it.
What is this? Are you broken? I am your father. Take the hammer and kill who I tell you to kill.
No.
I didn't want this. I did not want this. Dude, this was all their fault. They've done this to us, to our family. Looks like I gotta do everything around here.
Your own son? Your granddaughter? Why?
Dude's gonna be fine. I saved her. And Thor. That one's on you. You turned him against me. You turned them all against me.
Yeah, I did. You know what that means?
You started this fight!
No! This all started long before you showed up. You are a nobody. A plague, god, killer. This is what you want, right?
I didn't want this, you son of a bitch.
I don't believe this.
Would I be stupid to believe he doesn't have a second phase?
Was this everything you hoped for? Was your plan really all that much better than mine? I hope you got exactly what you want.
Not quite yet. Think you're the only one who can craft a binding spell? I spent many long winters thinking about what I would say to you as I watched you take your last breath.
But now, I realize there's only one thing I need you to know. You have no hold on me anymore.
That's my friend. I forgot how good you look with wings.
Oh, husband. You always sought knowledge well. Now, I'm going to teach you what it's like to lose everything. Bow to your queen!
I always loved you, you know.
You've never loved anyone!
Father? Freya?
We landed right in. Yep. No, don't take it out. Oh boy.
You did it, Loki. No. No more fighting. No. None of that matters now. This is your moment, Loki. Groa tried to hide you from me, but this is your destiny. Champion of the Jotnar. Only he can put on the mask. Only he can gaze into the truth of creation. Unfold the secrets of life and death. No more doubt, no more confusion. You were born for this. Put on the mask, Loki. Ask it the question.
This is your choice, son. I trust you.
No! Why did you do that? What was it all for? You choose to be nothing!
So be it.
Attack!
You've waited a long time for this, haven't you, Prince? So have I!
Too late for that!
Fly! You and your little vine.
Oh, right.
3 against 1. Don't forget me, old fucker. What did you call me? That one's the throat. For arrow.
Got it!
You use these on our son too? You don't get it! No! You've ruined everything! Everything I worked for!
Good.
Everything I killed for! I just wanted answers! Pointless! If you just played your part, none of this would have happened. What was it all for? Answer me, Loki! What's it all for?
For his father, dumbass. At least I hope it's for his father.
This was our chance, Loki. I could have had my answers. I could have learned the truth. You took that away from me. I could have made things better. We could have made the 9 realms better.
This was never about the realms, or me. It was about you.
You destroyed everything. My home, my family, my kingdom.
You did those things. Your choices. You killed your own son.
It wasn't my choice. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. You have to stop. You can choose to be better.
No, I can't. I have to know what happens next. I will never stop.
Why'd you have to say that? Sofna. Apfra. Desu. Sofna. Ethan. Sofna. 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 What do we do with him?
I swore I would never rob from you the choice between life and death.
I have waited so long for this moment. And now that I'm here, I don't need this to make me whole.
He stopped his madness. That's all that matters.
That's what comes next.
It's Ragnarok. He's here. Time to go. Go where exactly?
Need an exit?
How?
It's giant stuff. Okay, follow me, quickly.
What? You have to go.
Freya! It's time.
what happens, I'll be with you. But your path is your own. Follow it, and you'll end up right where you're supposed to be.
Huh?
There he is. Wake up, Atreus. Wake up. Glad you've come back to us.
Hi. Where's my father?
Somewhere here in the hold. He'll be glad to see you.
Thanks, Hare. How did we all get here?
The towers, your friend with the really big wolf, and our Valkyrie gift for transporting the worthy. We were able to bring the survivors here to Hod Mimi's Holt.
Are there many survivors?
More than we could have hoped for. We're tending the wounded here, but others have begun to set up camp further in the hold.
Is there any chance Freyr...
I'm afraid he was lost, Atreus.
Right. Thanks for patching me up.
Take it easy, you took quite a beating. She's still out there, you know. Not for long. Freya spoke about it earlier. Gna will need her in one way or another. I'd kill to see that fight.
Oh, I guess that's something I'm gonna see too. Goddamn Sindri came and...
I should find my father.
Sindri came out of nowhere and just... Damn. Man has completely lost it. But... hopefully it helps him find peace.
Mom, stop it, I'm fine.
Hush. Through.
I won't...
Loki!
I'm so glad you're both alive. You have no idea. And... I'm sorry. Thor. He tried. You know? I'm sorry I couldn't do more. Nothing will fix what you're feeling. But I hope there's some comfort in knowing Odin's gone.
There absolutely is.
Loki, it was an honor to fight alongside a giant. Know that.
Will you stay here in Midgard?
For a bit? Then I've got something I need to find.
I'm working with Hildisvini to get the rest of the Asgardians to Vanaheim. To help rebuild.
Then I hope it can be a fresh start for them. And you. Oh, and Through. I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
See ya, Loki.
Take care.
Glad they made it.
Huh. Lugan made it out. Good for him.
Hope Odin didn't like do a last... Hope it wasn't a last minute soul
And
swap.
if you could get this wood over to Brana's tent, she'd really appreciate it. Loki! Hey! Glad to see the head injury didn't make you forget me. Did you have a head injury? Everything was a blur. Maybe that was someone else. Anyway, man, I'm really glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. Looks like you're keeping busy.
I'm just happy to help folks. We're on track to have bedrolls for everyone, and your friend's wolves have been helping out with hunting. We should have plenty to feed everyone.
No shit.
No shit? And hey, thank you for everything. We wouldn't even be here without you and your friends.
Yeah, of course. I I just wish we could have gotten more people out.
Loki, you did good.
Thanks, Skilder. Take care, okay?
Hey, you know me.
Getting into trouble, are we?
Has anyone seen any extra blankets lying around? That snow might be melting, but it's still gonna be pretty cold.
Oh, right. Rack's over. Fimbulwinter.
Oh, there he is. And one for the kid, too. Skull!
Here, here. Skull. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And Freyr's sacrifice.
It's true.
We were just swapping our own Freyr fables.
Right. So where was I? Oh. When we met, I was expecting this warrior, this master planner, a born leader. The legend came before the man. But the man himself was very different. He won me over, though. He was just so damn kind.
I think it helped that he was handsome.
This is true. And incredibly charming.
All right, stop. Y'all are about to start crying all over again.
Sorry. Gotta go find my father.
Be safe, you.
I'm pleased to see you awake.
Freya.
It was his choice. I couldn't take that from him.
You saved us all. I'll never forget that.
The family I thought I had was taken from me piece by piece. But there's comfort in the family I've chosen. Your mother was right, you know. You grew into that bow after all. You are a formidable warrior, but even more than that, you have a good heart. Nothing you've endured has changed that. I'm so proud of the man you've become, Atreus.
Thank you. For everything. I should find my father.
You should.
Atreus! Oh, you gave us quite a scare there.
Glad to see you too, Mimir. Listen. I want to thank you.
Oh. What else did you expect from the smartest man alive?
It's not just because you're smart. You listened to me. Mentored me. And, well, you're basically another dad to me.
What?
No. I need you to hear it. I appreciate you so much.
I love you too, little brother.
See you, Mimir.
It's good to see you about, Atreus.
You too, Hildisvini.
Didn't record any more lines. Shit.
I hear you're headed to Vanaheim with Aesir.
That's correct.
Never thought I'd see the day Vanir and Aesir existed in peace.
How optimistically presumptuous of you.
I suppose so.
We offered to take them in, but I don't expect things to be easy right away.
Well, something to work towards.
Civility is certainly a start.
And it's nice down here, huh? No loud noises. We're okay. You did so good today, boy. I'm so proud of you. Maybe later, we can find some treats.
Okay. My turn.
Who's that, huh? Yeah, we know.
Maybe one of these days I'll surprise you.
Oh, you already have.
The best doggo. I'm getting all warm and fuzzy inside.
You were in good hands. Thank you for saving us.
I decided it would be better if I wrote the ending myself. You haven't told your father yet, have you?
Told him about what?
Come on. Giant visions? I already saw it. I get it.
Every part of me is telling me this is what I have to do. I just don't know how to say it.
Come with me. I've got something I want to show you. Both of you.
I do not wish to intrude.
This is for you too.
Atreus, I am glad you are well.
I'm glad you are too.
Can I pet the doggo? No, I guess not.
So, what was the end of the story?
What?
Before Ragnarok. You promised to finish it if I fell asleep.
When death arrived, he asked why the old man had called for him. Seeing death before him caused the old man to reconsider his request. After a moment, he asked that death help him lift the logs onto his back, so that he may continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it landed all over the realms. There might still be some Einherjar near them, but that's not what I brought you here to see.
Mother? My shrine in Jotunheim. She destroyed it. She didn't want us to know our fate.
We forged our own path because of her.
She went against her own people. Our people. To protect you. It don't all open. I'm sorry.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there, and I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone. I don't want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Who to trust? Who to call friend? Son, already.
Remember our promise.
Loki will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
Take care, everyone.
A war where neither the father nor the son need be buried. Here I thought they were about to kiss, but it seems out of far left field, so.
Freya. We should probably talk about Gná.
We don't need to talk about her. We just need to find her.
But Odin chose her as his new Valkyrie queen. A Vanir goddess. Your friend.
Gná pledged loyalty to Asgard long ago, and our friendship ended soon after.
What happened?
I made a choice. One she couldn't accept. Kratos. She hates me. She will be a problem for us. Better we find her than she finds us.
And another one for the big boy himself. Skull!
Skull.
We can hold a few dozen per cannon. Families will stay together, obviously.
Take care, Kratos.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And we'll bring all the supplies we can, although it won't be much.
Don't worry about it. Anyone who's able can head out for extra supplies. Aesir and Vanir.
Together. General, Lady Freya, Mimir.
My lady,
Shield maidens.
blessed Thor, have you found the traitor Gná yet, dear Freya?
Not yet. Soon.
One final word. We wish to offer condolences.
What for?
For your family. Your brother.
We didn't mean to pry, sister.
It was a lifetime ago. Memories in ruins. I'm surprised there was anything left.
I just wish you'd told me. I would have understood.
What's done is done, dear Mimir. I appreciate your kind words.
At least there's that. I like how the credits will stop if they, if you go to talk to the people. They put some attention to that.
Where to first?
We could take care of any lingering business in the realms.
Or investigate those pieces of Asgard.
Either way, we're with you, brother.
The first thing I'm gonna do is go talk.
Linda also mentioned there's going to be a get-together to honor Brock's memory at Rab's Tavern in Svartalfheim. I'd like to go.
We'll be there. But I'd like to. I know
Mimir, there's something I wanted to ask you about. Hildisvini told me about your visit to secure Hel's army, but was reluctant to elaborate when it came to negotiating with Krasfelder.
Ah, yes. Well, I can see why he'd hold off on such a subject until he saw if we survived the battle.
Mimir, what exactly did you promise the large bird?
Oh, nothing too horrifying. It's just that she'd like to retire.
Retire? Hel's eagle wants to retire?
Indeed. And don't ask me what she expects to do with her free time. I assure you there is no reassuring answer.
Can she even do that? Not be Hel?
Apparently so. She just requires relief. Someone else to step in and become hell, as it were.
Not exactly an office many would wish to occupy.
Aye. Terrible weather, infinite hours, and the possibility of unleashing terrible mischief on the realms if they're careless. Or worse, if they aren't completely trustworthy.
But if she were to leave without a replacement?
Complete chaos, yes.
Well, I'm sorry I asked.
And here's what I was about to say. I volunteered to take her place.
Appreciate it. What is wrong?
No, nothing. It's just, don't know if you've heard, but we're gonna say goodbye to Brock in Svartalfheim.
A funeral?
Yeah. We're meeting at Rab's Tavern in Nethervalir.
We will be there.
I see that Asgard's completely locked off. I want to see Ratatosk here for those seeds. I know there is I know there's a way Kratos can go into Jotunheim. I imagine he gets it from Ratatosk here. Speaking of the devil.
Hello! Boss with the word? Yeah, fucking jackass. Over here. No more lead worm? What, did you forget they're out eating the realm?
Master Kratos! Hello, Master Kratos. What you've accomplished for these realms is truly something I never thought possible. Rest assured, good Master Brock would be proud beyond measure, even if only to express it in his love language of profane non-sequiturs. But he is terribly missed.
Yes, he is.
Now, there is one rather interesting development to apprise you of. The detonation of Asgard shook the world tree to its very roots, dislodging a great number of realm seeds. I thought you might wish to have them. My little way of saying, thank you for preventing my death by immolation.
You are welcome.
So I wonder if that's like a, okay, you sucked at side exploration. Or whatnot, but I'm going to Jotunheim.
If I had a stomach, it'd be twisting right now.
Odin is gone. There's no remaining threat.
No, it's from excitement. Hardly any non-giants have gotten the great privilege of visiting the realm of the Jotnar.
It's truly an honor to be among the very select few.
I'll put the weapons away. We're not here to kill nothing. I hope.
So this is Jotunheim.
As beautiful as the stories. And then some.
Company's here, Finn.
And Gaboda.
Kratos, Mimir, Freya. It's good to see you.
I wish to thank you for creating a path out of Asgard for us.
Aye, a true pleasure to meet the lassie who saved our skins.
Indeed. Your giant stuff magic is truly a marvel.
We were so glad we got there in time. Freya, your brother's sacrifice won't be forgotten.
It won't.
I will say, you've made quite the impression on our Atreus' heart.
Mimir.
Oh, like you weren't thinking it, brother.
Ahem. You're a cherished ally, Angraboda. I hope we cross paths again.
I imagine we will. There's lots to do, and I'm just getting started.
Now can I pet the doggo? I can pet the doggo. Okay, that was... That was worth it.
Kratos, the last time you were here was because of Faye, right?
You saw this in prophecy.
Your son told me. It's a beautiful place to rest.
It is what she wished. You painted these shrines.
Some of them. Some I finished for my mother.
Your work is beautiful.
Your skill with a brush is unmatched, Angerboda.
My son. He draws.
He told me.
Although he'd do well to learn from your use of color.
We come from a long line of artisans, so he has it in him. He just needs some discipline to bring it out.
I like you.
Can I put the doggo again? Oh, no, okay. I'm really curious about the...
Angerboda, you are the last giant left in Jotunheim.
No, actually. My grandmother, Gryla. She's, not really one for visitors, but she's still here. She's helping me forage at the moment.
After all you've done, lass, she must be so proud to have a granddaughter such as yourself.
She might be. Someday. I don't know quite yet, but I think it's a start.
No comments. No comments on this especially.
Freya, something is on your mind. What is it?
Freyr's sword. I'm glad he got it back.
Odin stole it?
Not quite. It couldn't be stolen. It had to be given freely. Freyr had it forged in his younger days, imbued with its own motives and passion. For centuries, he swore he would only ever set it down in death or upon meeting the love of his life. Both he and the sword were romantics, you see.
Okay. Be interesting to see Kratos ride one of those. Alright. Gonna go to the funeral and then probably call it there. But... I'm going to quick take a leap before we get there. Oh, didn't say anything in the travel tree, so it is time to attend the funeral. Wrong door.
Profane alternate lyrics to my ballads. Absolutely disgusting. But now I wish I could remember some of them.
The paperwork that man created for me. I had to build a chest just for his violations. A big one.
I taught him 20 different ways to cold forge a bolster. Once, he taught me a slightly easier method of wire pulling, and from that day on called me his apprentice.
A true arsehole he was. Gods, I'm gonna miss him.
Hi, y'all made it. Just about to send him off.
I have met many on my travels. You are one of the few I would call friend.
I always thought you were one of the dumbest creatures I'd ever met. Didn't expect you to be the bravest, too.
This world is a darker place for your leaving it.
We're taking him to the Sphaired Sands. It's, in the wetlands near the ferry. We'll wait for you there.
Would seem I've got things to do. Oh, nice. Probably the first one in the game I missed. Yeah. At least he managed to.
What is wrong?
I should have changed. Sewn some mourning garb. We're not dressed properly.
We're fine. Dwarves don't typically require formal wear at funerals.
Brock certainly would not.
Perhaps.
Still, now you've got me thinking of what I might look like with some jewellery around my neck stump. Maybe some gold woven into my beard. Be quite fetching, eh?
Thanks for trying.
There they are, brother.
Oh, come on, surely he'll be along. It's his brother.
Let's hope so. Loss can do things to a man. You made it. We can begin.
Sindri. Blackpuss.
A hole.
What?
Gets bigger the more you take away.
Wow. Guess they knew that was how people were gonna handle it. At least those who actually got attached to the characters. I think I'm just gonna sit here and let the credits roll for a while. What's left? This is a great game. Long list of contender. It's on this long list of contenders for Game of the Year. Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West. It held its own. It will hold its own. If not, be Game of the Year. There's a lot of lessons in there. Kratos trying to teach Atreus about perseverance, and that resonates with me a lot. Perseverance and resilience.
More
My God. How much more of this do I have to look at? Jeez.
Forgive Sindri. He's just, I mean, you know.
I wrote that dirge for him.
What's it called?
Something profane.
You wouldn't have it any other way.
I don't know if there's anything beyond the light. Afterlives after afterlives or whatever you. But if there is, I imagine he's causing one crazy ruckus there.
Alright, Twitch. I'd say this has been a rather... I don't even know how long this part's been going. How long have I been going for, but... coming close to 4 hours. A lot of stuff to do after the fact, but for the time being, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, tell your friends. It's been Alloway, signing off.